seconds remaining.
Alright, now that that video is over and done with, let's jump
5
ourselves into the
seconds
game. This is
remaining.
gonna be the best of 3 game semifinals of the AMD League, which is gonna be Risingstars going up against
Reserve
TongFu
time.
now. So as we can look ourselves at the ban, we can see that Bad Rider is being banned out, NA is being banned out, Dark Zero as well. So very common bans, and Lifesteal being banned out as well. But one thing's missing: the Lone Druid. So there's bound to Lone Druid is left in the pool. There's definitely going to be a Lone Druid in this game as well. Lone Druid being such a popular hero these few days. I've been not casting often right now because of my school, but now that my school, I'm having a small break right now, so I'm able to cast more often as well. And I've been watching a few of the previous competitive games. I've actually seen the Lone Druid being picked up more often right now, and Shadow Demon as well being a very common pickup. So TongFu is going to go with that first, that very versatile support that could actually scale into the late game really well as well. The Shadow Demon. So we're gonna see how Risingstars is gonna react to this. Risingstar Gaming being a really being a team that is actually really powerful, but currently rising in the Dota 2 society,
10
the
seconds
professional
remaining.
scene. They're still rising. They're well known for their Wisp gameplay,
5
which
seconds remaining.
Chinese, which they have been well known for, and they are the previous DT club.
Reserve time. Reserve
And
time.
well, Magnus appears and Wisp appears as well. Like what I was saying, the Wisp.
TongFu's turn
They
to pick.
love the Wisp so much. So TongFu is gonna look to ban the Wisp the next game as well, because now that they know that they can play the Wisp really well, they should start banning it as well. Instead of letting the opponent team keep having the Wisp, it's better to ban it away. If not, you're just playing with this. You have to play the fact that they're using their signature hero, which is not good. So far we can see Magnus being picked up,
10
Io being picked
seconds
up as well.
remaining.
So very strong support coming out, very strong mobility
5
coming out.
seconds remaining.
Magnus very strong team fight, very good team fight hero. In fact, one of my favorites. So
Reserve
Magnus, well, gonna have that presence,
Reserve
gonna
time.
be such a huge presence in the mid game as well. So Clockwork and Gyrocopter being
team
picked up
pick.
right now. Clockwork being the offlaner, so I can tell Clockwork somehow counters Magnus to some extent, but to some extent not, I think, because Magnus could just skewer through the cogs, but the cogs could actually be, the cogs are very irritating in team fights. So TongFu is looking to irritate them instead. And meanwhile, Gyrocopter is there. That's gonna be their hard carry.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm actually
5 seconds remaining.
So you guys could actually see for yourselves that Rising
Reserve
Stars.
time.
You guys can see for yourselves in this game whether Rising Stars is worth it for the East qualifiers or not. Because Rising Stars, in my opinion, is very respectable.
Queen of
I think they are really good, and they pick up the Queen of Pain.
TongFu's turn to ban.
But back to what I was saying, I think Rising Stars is a very good team, and they have been invited to the East qualifiers. So hopefully they'll make up. They'll come out on top. I'm not necessarily cheering for them, but I think that they are one of the teams that that might rise up to the top and have a chance in participating in the International 3. Meanwhile, TongFu is one of the invited teams, and well, TongFu hasn't been really active currently. They have been playing in several online leagues, but they haven't really been active in majority of the tournaments yet. I think they joined, but they didn't win. I'm not sure, but I'm aware that they got 3rd place in the G League Season 2 this year, which they won 1,600 USD. Other than that, I don't think they have made much of an achievement, but I think that they are really a powerful team as well. TongFu. Both of these teams are China teams, and they are really powerful. So we're looking to see a good game as well. Silencer being banned out, Juggernaut as well as the Chaos Knight. So TongFu looking to ban out carries that could actually go really well with IO. Meanwhile, Rising Stars trying to ban out supports, melee supports and utility heroes with utility. I think that Clockwork is there, but solo mids preferably. Queen of Pain is most probably going to win the solo mid, but not necessarily. Queen of Pain being a very good solo mid hero, an A star, A rank solo mid hero as well. Meanwhile, Keep of the Light getting banned out as well from Rising Stars. So taking out that ability to defend the push, Rising Stars would most probably go for very early 5-man gangs and team fights. They'll be looking for that. Looking at the Magnus and Queen of Pain pickup, they have a lot of AoE, a lot of burst damage coming out in the early game as well, early game into mid game. So this game won't be going as well if they scale late anyways.
TongFu's turn to pick.
So meanwhile, Rising Stars looking at their very team fight lineup-ish type of play, but TongFu having the gyrocopter, they're just looking to let the gyrocopter farm up. But now I'm just gonna wonder what they're gonna pick up. Probably Lina. Lina's not banned yet, so they might be thinking of picking up the Lina. Lina very good burst damage coming out once she's level 6, and being a very good support as well. Being able to nuke down and stun is a very good asset to the team. It's a tangible asset, but it may backfire sometimes because the stun has a delay, so it doesn't make that stun definite. It doesn't hit 100%.
Sven stands ready.
So a strange pick right now, which is Sven. I think that this is more of a block pick. I really think that this is more of a block pick because they picked Sven so that Rising Stars wouldn't pick up Sven if they wanted to. Right now, as I'm looking at the lanes, looking at their lineup, Sven would fit really well inside. Once Magnus lands that RP, and Sven could just chop all of them away. So I think that Sven is good.
10 seconds remaining.
Sven is actually a really good pickup for Rising Stars, but TongFu is probably picking that up because of a block pick. So I think that this is a really smart play from TongFu. But they found a substitute, which is Alchemist. So Alchemist has that AoE stun and could kill really quickly, as well as farm really quickly if TongFu gives out the free farm. So they have to be careful on what they want to do as well, because Sven could kill all of them, Alchemist could too.
The sack.
Thinking of the fact that Alchemist has that Grieffel's Gold, that Alchemist has that Grieffel's Gold means that he'll be farming much faster than Sven. And Rising Stars playing a very aggressive early game gameplay, they have the slight advantage over that currently. But TongFu going for that combo, which is the Shadow Demon as well as the Leshrac. So we'll see how it goes. So TongFu has that push power coming up.
Mage.
So Rising Stars decided to go for that new hero that recently came out in the Captain's mode, which is Skywrath Mage. So right now, let us introduce the players just first before we talk about what they're gonna do. King J is gonna go on this Sven, which is hitting up top lane for some reason, probably going up top lane, and Hao on the Gyrocopter, and Mu on the Clockwork, Banana on the Shrek, Nice Horns, and Sansheng on the Shadow Demon. Meanwhile on the top lane we can see Xiao Tuti on the Alchemist, Super on the Wisp, last following behind Zax DD on the Skywrath Mage, Air on the Queen of Pain, lastly Mofi on the Magnus. So we are gonna see a very different type of gameplay coming out here from both of these teams, which is, I haven't seen a Skywrath Mage going on a support role before, and they're gonna plan to give Magnus the free farm.
30
most probably. Magnus, what am I talking? I mean the Alchemist. Mistake here and there, sorry. So, well, the ward's planted, so we're gonna see. I'm really interested to see how Rising Stars is gonna run the Skywrath Mage as a support, but hopefully it works out, because from what I experienced before, Skywrath Mage is more of a solo mid hero. He's really an A-class solo mid hero. He has that spammable first skill that could help him blast hit, and they might be changing up the lanes. I don't have that team pendant though. So 43 TongFu fans are watching this game. So they're coming up top lane, and they will never spot this observer ward that's actually looking at them. So they can see that ward being set down, because Shadow Demon, well, he loses a ward anyways. So they're probably gonna start dewarding, and Super comes in here with that sentry ward, and Sansheng and Shadow Demon with the disruption, he might be thinking of going for it, but Ateta just comes out just in time. He's gonna get away with this. So another sentry ward lands down, preventing that spawn coming out. And they're gonna try and deward this, but they're able to spot this, but Banana's gonna take some damage here from the Skywrath Mage. The Tether's on. They're looking at it. So do they want it? And the stun is being turned on here by Alchemist. Alchemist turns on the stun. Stun's gonna land on Sun King. This is gonna be First Blood. Nope, Shadow Demon gets away with that, and First Blood lands on Super. So the Wisp dies out of this. And XDD running away here. Skyrock Mage. Two more hits now, and turns on the salve. He's able to get away with this. Meanwhile, the denied dewarding comes out as well. So very good play here coming up from TongFu, countering that gank, and Shadow Demon nearly dying just now. Manages to get away with that little tiny bit of health. So we can see that Skyrock Mage is actually not really as effective from that first fight, but let's move on to the other lanes first. So mid lane we'll see the Clockwork, which is kind of strange. We don't usually see a mid lane Clockwork, but it has been appearing sometimes now. Going up against the Queen of Pain, which is going for 8 last hits compared to 5. I think that the Queen of Pain would definitely have the advantage right now. Well, Clockwork having the advantage of probably the rockets as well as the irritating cogs to drain out the mana of the Queen of Pain. It's very irritating, but we can see how it's gonna work anyways. So Air rather go for the deny instead of the usual last hit. Well, let's move on to the bottom lane as well. How going for 15 last hits, winning the Magnus in the lane. Magnus only going for 5. How already has that ring of Basilius looking to push this. He left it on, so he's gonna start pushing this. Meanwhile, Magnus still desperately trying to farm up. Gonna get 2 last hits from this, but he's out of mana. He's not able to skewer just for now. But I think that our attention should be more on the top lane as well, because this is a really aggressive top lane. Looking at King J grabbing a Sven, which has a very strong stun, and together with a combo which is the Leshrac as well as the Shadow Demon, this is going to be really powerful. This combo is really powerful. But having a look at Super's lineup, Risingstars lineup, we can see that Alchemist is not really having the farm of his life anyways. Compared to this. Super, well, I think that the lineup on Risingstars is not as good compared to TongFu on the top lane. You have that silence coming up, but the Skyrock Mage isn't grabbing the silence. Instead, he gets the concussive shot, which might be a mistake as well, because the silence is actually really important in this fight. One thing I like about the Skyrock Mage is because the silence has no the silence doesn't have any attack animation. It doesn't have any animation to go along with it. So I think that the silence of the Skyrock Mage is actually really good. So, meanwhile, Risingstars desperately trying to farm up. They need a lot of farm on the Alchemist, really. If they really want to win this, they really need a lot of farm on the Alchemist. Because Sven right now is out farming him by that slight little bit, but Alchemist could catch up, but it's hard if the pressure keeps remaining on the top lane, and they might be thinking of going for this. Right now they're not sure if the Skyrock Mage took the silence or not, so they're probably hesitating to go into the fight. Right, let's go into the mid lane right now. Moon going for 13 last hits compared to 21 on the Queen of Pain. As expected, Queen of Pain's winning based on last hits as well as denies. So Clockwork should be able to grab some EXP from this, but Queen of Pain's nearly level 9, and so is Clockwork. But he chooses to get more levels on his Rocket Flare as well. Maybe to last hit, that's reasonable. Meanwhile, How on the bottom lane having that base boost already up, and Magnus already having the time of his life farming up. 19 last hits on the Magnus compared to 38. A lot of farm is going the way of the Gyrocopter right now. So as for a team which picks Wisp every now and then, and that is their signature hero, we're gonna see how the Wisp is gonna turn the tides around. I'm really interested to see, because the Wisp is only level 2 and the Alchemist is only level 3. Well, supports on the Radiant side are already level 3 compared to Wisp, which is still level 2, and Skyrock Mage just reached level 3 just recently, like probably 1 minute ago, maybe. But right now, I think that it's actually bad news on the top lane for Risingstars, because TongFu is really farming up. King J is having that free farm, because they can't contest the creeps at all, not even for denies. And Alchemist is just going for 10 last hits compared to 28 on the Sven, which is definitely not a good thing. And he's not able to get a lot of the last hits on the tower as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And there's the disruption coming up, and there's the stun from Banana. Where's the stun from King J? King J gets silenced. Moo comes in from the sidelines, and he's gonna get away. Double stun, very nice stun here coming out. Well, Alchemist is gonna go down. Lastly, Super gonna go down as well. Here, Queen of Pain comes in. XZD taking a lot of damage, but Clockwork getting silenced up with the haste rune as well, so he's gonna get away with this. And triple kill just for Banana, and Queen of Pain comes in. But too bad he gets picked up from the towers as well. Tower gets the kill. But that fight going the way of TongFu, because the carry survives, and well, they got the Shrek had a triple kill, so he's gonna be rich from this. He died around here, I guess. So the Shrek getting the triple kill, very nice play here from Banana. They have a lot of EXP going their way right now, going their way. So meanwhile, the Queen of Pain went in for the gank, TP'd in for the support, but Clockwork managed to catch someone off really quickly. So there's a very good rotation there. Now for the top lane, as you guys can see for yourselves, TongFu is winning that fight. If the rest of the teammates didn't come in, well, I still think that TongFu would have won that fight. Sven got silenced for 3 seconds, I think. First level is 3 seconds. Yep, 3 seconds. But I think that he would probably be able to land off the stun. And they picked off the Alchemist really quick. The Wisp going down as well. So that's EXP as well as a Cisco going the way of Sven. Meanwhile, Moo and Air, Clockwork as well as the Queen of Pain move back into the mid lane to continue farming. Probably Clockwork going for 27 last hits. Well, okay, I guess he's catching up. But he has 3 assists, so that's extra gold. So pretty much they are fair now. But based on EXP, Queen of Pain is winning by 1 level. And the harassment coming up from Clockwork, Queen of Pain might not be able to take it as well. So they're pretty even. But on the top lane, I think that I would give TongFu the win on the top lane. And as for the bottom lane, TongFu wins it as well. How? Going to be 60 last hits soon. Magnus only 34. He's not able to farm, but at least he's able to get some farm compared to majority of the Magnus is not being able to get farm. But he does have RP though.
Denied!
Yeah, but meanwhile the top lane, well, Shadow Demon picks up the Skyrock Mage somehow, and there's the stun coming up. Nice double stun there. Banana used up his stun as well, so they're just gonna back off from this. Well, Sven had that assist on the fight as well. And one last thing going the way of Super here. Well, Elky. 3 levels on the stun. That's a super high amount on the stun. So that is actually the big Queen of Pain.
Players here.
So far, well, we can have a look ourselves at the gold graph right now. TongFu is winning by 2,000, well, but EXP is 1,000. So TongFu is winning this based on in both EXP as well as gold. So this is pretty much bad news for Risingstars right now. They need to get towers. They need towers to catch up on gold, or probably free farm for the Alchemist. But so far he's not able to do that. And Queen of Pain coming in from the sidelines here along with the Skyrock Mage as well. Queen of Pain trying to look for a pick off maybe, and well, Skyrock Mage is just there.
Boom! There it goes.
So Sven getting that robe of the Magi. I wonder what he's going for. Well, we'll see. We'll check it out in a bit. There's like so many items. Maybe Orchid, maybe Orchid Malevolence. Maybe. I'm not that sure yet, but maybe it's an Orchid Malevolence. But so far, Moo on the mid lane doing really well. Catching up on farm and soon to have his items as well. Probably going for Treads first, maybe. While Queen of Pain, well, going for 52. Not really roaming. They're playing. Both of these teams are playing really passively right now. they're not roaming. They're just farming up. King J on the top lane as well is just staying in the lane and trying to farm up. Meanwhile, Alchemist is trying to catch up on the gold as well. So if they're gonna give the Alchemist free farm, he's gonna have the farm of his life if this goes on. Well, Queen of Pain grabs the Invis rune and probably should be looking for some gank as well. She should probably start ganking before it gets too late. Yeah, but King J is solo alone on the top lane right now. They should seize the chance if he goes back, but no, he doesn't go back. He doesn't go back, and the supports are being smoked up here. They're trying to look for someone to find, and there's the line being drawn up. Clockwork saying that they're probably somewhere there. Yeah, but on the bottom lane, Magnus is gonna be in trouble if they do not split up right now. So Shadow Demon just gonna walk in with that disruption. The Shrek is gonna come up from behind as well. So they're just gonna wait until Magnus comes back, and Magnus is gonna turn off the lane as well. Nobody's going on to the mid lane, but he might be turning back. Yes, he turns back. He turns back into the lane, so they are not able to spot him. So they're probably now wondering why the Magnus is not there, but he decided that it was too dangerous. He's gonna take he's gonna go another route. So somehow he knew that they were there waiting for him, these two supports. Still pulling some camps, probably trying to get some gold as well. King J, well, 41 last hits, not too bad, but Alchemist is really catching up on farm. Ever since the support left the lane, Sven is just can't go upwards towards the creeps, towards the creep wave, with the Alchemist controlling the wave. So he's not able to get as much farm as he could. Yeah, but the bottom lane right now is going to go down as well. 46 HP. They're probably wanting to down this. No, but they turn back. So the stun flies out on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is going to get killed off from the shockwave. They're going to deny the tower. The tower gets denied. They're just going to back off. So the first tower being claimed, but however it was a deny, but it was still a tower down. Top lane creeps up for grabs. Anyone? But the Wisp is still not level 10. Level 6. So he's not able to relocate here and there anymore. Just for now, until he reaches level 6. But Alchemist is really having farm now. So he's catching up. Looking at the last hits of the Alchemist as well as Ben, he's not that far away. Comparing both last hits as well to nice, he's not there. He's really not that far away. So they should probably start thinking of having controlling the Alchemist instead, because too much farm on an Alchemist is never good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain going straight for the BKB though. She's going straight for the BKB. Has that overclock up already? And meanwhile, Clockwork is still trying to farm up for that Hood of Defiance. Definitely a Hood of Defiance. Nothing else. If not, he's just gonna keep that cloak for nothing. He's gonna block some magic damage, but it's probably not gonna be enough sooner or later. Yeah, but meanwhile, on the top lane right now, King J grabbing back his confidence to farm up, because the supports are back on the lane as well. And well, we can look at Clockwork moving up top as well. And super out of position right now. Free hook for Clockwork. He's gonna spot him. The hook is gonna come out in a while. So where's the hook? No, the hook doesn't come out. He's afraid of it. So they're just gonna claim the tower now. The Shrek coming in, but too bad. 4 heroes up on top. In fact, 5. All of the 5 heroes are up on top, and behind they're being smoked up as well. So they could only see 3 for now. And MU on the Invis rune. They can see him. They can see him. They can see him. And if he walks in, he's gonna be trouble. So he's standing there, and there's the stun. The stun is gonna come out, and here comes XDD with the silence. Nope, the sentry ward is gonna be put down here.
And it's up.
And he's gonna deny each other sentry ward, and there comes out a Queen of Pain being stunned rapidly right now. He's gonna go down really quickly. There's Moo. He's getting silenced. He's gonna take a lot of damage. The Cock's doing some of its work, and meanwhile he's gonna chase after the Alchemist. Out of mana, he's unable to do anything right now. He's just gonna be trying to back away, and now the missile comes in, and there's the kill.
You should not have crossed.
Missile. I screwed up my English a little bit just now. Forgive me, but
Radiant's bottom tower
well,
is
Super,
under attack.
he's not able to do anything. The relocate came out just now, but I didn't see where he relocated though. But that relocate didn't do much as well, and they lost the fight. They lost 3 heroes there. I mean 2. Yeah, 2 heroes. 2 or 3. But TongFu didn't lose any heroes at all. So it's good news for them. Meanwhile, Clockwork going back on the mid lane here to farm up. Well, so far, I think that they're giving the Gyrocopter too much farm because he already has his BKB and 120 last hits 16 minutes into the game. That is nearly 8 or 9 creeps per minute. Is it? 7 or 8 creeps per minute. That's actually above the average creeps that you should get. So he's having free farm, and MU comes in. Where's the stun? Yes, he comes up. There's the missile coming out. I mean missile. What am I saying? Hook coming out. And meanwhile, the cooldown comes out, but it's not able to land. And Super there. Is he gonna get stunned? Yeah, yes, he gets stunned, but they're not gonna go in for it. Probably afraid of the supports coming in from behind, the backups. They're gonna start pushing the mid lane right now. They lost. Risingstars lost both of their tier 1s, and one of them went in the way of Sven, I think. Is that a Sven or someone? But it went in the way of the Radiant side. So they are actually having a lot of gold right now. You guys can have a look for yourself. And the gold bar is going up 4,000. And as for EXP bar, it went all the way down to Risingstars for a little bit, and it went all the way up again. So how really free farming right now, having that BKB 17 minutes, 16 minutes just now into the game. And Shadow Demon up 1,000 gold, probably gonna get some utility items as well. So TongFu, their heroes are really having a lot of farm. Sven having drums, having treads, having ogre clubs. And Queen of Pain still on the way to that BKB. XDD not really having much of a farm, but we can look at their heroes. Io really farm deprived as well. Magnus has that Blink Dagger already, so that's actually pretty good. And meanwhile, Alchemist still going for that Battle Fury. Has that Perseverance up and a little bit more to Battle Fury. From this gold, probably another 400 plus 1,200, another 1,600, and he should have that Battle Fury. Meanwhile, MU here, the hook is gonna miss. He tethers up. And they're gonna start pushing down the tier 1 mid right now. They're gonna claim it. There's the war cry coming out. So MU shooting out that missile for some harassment, turns on the cock to block them out. And the Shreks, Edict is doing a lot of damage here. He's doing his job. And the stun coming out here lands on Alchemist, really nice stun. So the tower took a lot of damage from there, 1,000 all the way to 300. So they're looking flashes right now. How has that cooldown? Has that BKB? MU is gonna have that. Not gonna have that hook for another 30 seconds, but they're maybe gonna wait. They're probably gonna wait that out. The homing missile coming in is gonna land on the Alchemist for sure. Doing minimal damage though. But all 5 heroes are now get it. All 10 heroes in fact are get it on the mid lane except for Air moving up somewhere. They're probably not looking to fight this. They have to give up the tower if they have to, because the bottom lane is pushing in right now. So the Terror comes in, and well, Alchemist, they're just gonna start pushing this. How haven't turned on that BKB, and the Edict is gonna make the tower fall. Gyrocopter gets the last hit of that. So he's gonna get, and there's the hook coming in. MU, he goes in, and the stun comes out. The stun is not gonna land on anyone though. So the cooldown hits, and they pick up the Alchemist really quickly. And meanwhile, next target, the bash from Roshan is not gonna land at all. Magnus gets away, he's lucky. Roshan didn't bash at all. So now King J, with that, God Strength is probably gonna start pushing out the tier 2 tower. Or not, they're just gonna back off. They're out of HP, out of mana, they should back off. They won the fight. The Alchemist was lost, and Magnus managed to get away from that. And the regeneration rune. Gonna wait for MU to move over to get that regeneration rune. There's the ping coming out, so we can see. They're probably looking to find someone in the jungle, but too bad the dire side aren't there. So let's look at the other heroes, which is the Shrek as well, stacking up on braces and farming up in the neutral camps. How well, 2.2k Yasha maybe, and Shadow Demon having a ton of wards as well at the Honor of Shadow. So really good, really good items right now. Sven, the Kura is flying out, probably having that BKB. Nope, he hasn't gotten much farm anyway. So the Queen of Pain still on the way to his BKB right now, and Super not items not updated yet, and Magnus still having that Blink Dagger. Alchemist being stuck on that broadsword, needs that Claymore ASAP as well. Skyrock Mage, well, Skyrock Mage, being a support is really tough. You need a lot of farm, you need a lot of levels, and right now you're just stuck at level 6, and you're maxing out your Ancient Steel instead of your first skill. So that's how the support Skyrock Mage goes. There's some dewarding action here.
Do it with flair.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Look at the amount of creeps there for you for Sven, and they might be thinking of going for it, but no, the Magnus is there, the Wisp is there, but where's the global gank? I haven't seen a very good relocate from Wisp just yet. So they probably, I think it's due to the fact that the Alchemist hasn't farmed up. There's the rocket coming out, but he's not looking to hook though. The supports are there, they're being smoked up, and Clockwork is being left alone there. There's the RP coming out, the ultimate from everyone, in fact, coming out just to kill off that Clockwork. That Sonic Wave coming out, and what's this? Mystic Flare coming out as well. Alchemist coming in for the kill as well. They're all desperate for kills. They're just gonna use all their ultimate just to kill one person, just to secure that kill. And King J with that haste when they're looking to push on the mid lane, or they probably should start rotating as well. Super.
Dire's middle tower is under
So
attack.
the Edict is gonna do its job there. It turns on the God Strength. He who wants the tower down. They really want the tower down. So King J have to be a little bit careful though, in case I'm not getting picked off straight away.
Rock it on.
The tower here taking a lot of damage here. They have a lot of pushing power coming up from TongFu. Well, Sven could push really well because of that Warcry, gives extra armor for a short while, and there's the hook coming in. Air is getting caught out the first thing, but meanwhile that Mystic Flare coming out, and the stun comes in, he gets silenced up. They're gonna back off first. Air's gonna get stunned here from the missile, but are they gonna continue fighting? Because they're looking for someone. They look like they're looking for someone, but they're actually not. The tier 2 tower already went down, I didn't notice that. And now they're moving into the bottom lane. They want the tower on the bottom lane as well. They want the tier 2 tower here. So the top tier 2 tower is being pushed in here from the Radiant creeps, so they are just gonna start pushing down the bottom lane. I didn't notice the tower going down though. And now the Whips here desperately trying to defend the tower, and Magnus already has that RP though. And the Mystic Flare is up on 10 seconds. MU has that hook, turns on the clock, but King J turns on the Warcry, and God Strength, and they're going to start cutting down the towers. So the next target is probably going to be this tier 2 tower on the top lane. They're just going to aim this down really quickly. Or they're just going in for Roshan. Are they? No, they're not. They're thinking twice about Roshan. But meanwhile, King J, I think that they, from what I think now, TongFu should just stay in the jungle and probably start farming up a little bit until King J has his BKB as well. Because a lot of the teams in Risingstars, looking at the Queen of Pain as well as the Skyrock Mage, both of these heroes depend on their magic skills to deal their damage up. We shall not count Magnus in the pool in that category because he has that RP that goes through BKB. But King J, looking at both of the Queen of Pain as well as Scarf Mage, both of these heroes are magic dependent. So they depend on their spells to kill. So a BKB coming out from Sven and it will be the death of them. Mainly because they can't dish out physical DPS, but they can dish out magical. So both of these magical heroes are weak to BKBs. Now Gyrocopter has that Demon Age. I think 50 more gold into his MKB if he's going for that. MU on a G-Threats and already has that Hood of Defiance. Well, Queen of Pain has the BKB already, so, and Super still items still pretty much stuck, and well, Magnus on his way to his BKB as well. Jesus, everyone's getting BKB. Alchemist has that Battle Fury, and Skyrock Mage is still trying to get some strength up, and one of us is out of that strength for maybe a threat. So the fortification is being turned on here, and they want the tower. They somehow they want a tower, but they don't want to risk their life. Getting the tower because the Queen of Pain doesn't have mana. So she's gonna be in deep trouble if she gets caught out right now. So I want to have a look at Gyrocopter. Yes, he does have his MKB. So 200 last hits going the way of him, and well, we could have a look at our net worth right now, which is, well, sitting right on top is actually Gyrocopter nonetheless, because I expected Gyro to be on top because he's been having free farm since the early game just now. Magnus can't really defend against him, and he's been having free farm, and with that flat cannon, he has been farming tremendously quick. Really quick. The speed of his farm is just so much.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
He
attack.
can farm really quickly to start just moving around, fire flat cannon every creep wave there.
Dire's top tower has
And well,
fallen.
as for the following net worth, it belongs to the Dire, which is the Alchemist as well as the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain won the mid lane pretty much, so he's gonna be fine. Well, Clockwork just walks in like that, and then having 7k net worth instead. Well, let's move ourselves back into the last deny section, but well, we could look at this fight. So if this fight, if TongFu wins this fight, Risingstars are gonna lose the ranks. They're definitely gonna lose the ranks if they lose this fight. TongFu, well, they back off. 50 more gold to King J's BKB, and as for the Dire side, they don't want to fight. Right now, they just don't want to fight. They just want to have, they just want to give farm to the Alchemist, because he already has his BKB. And but the golden EXP graph, well, it has been rising in the way of TongFu. But as for the EXP graph, he has been like going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, black and yellow for a while now.
Is under attack.
But it's still on the rise towards TongFu, 1k. But as for gold, gold-wise, it went up 5,000 or more, mainly because TongFu claimed a lot of their towers. So that's the reason why for that gold advantage. But based on the XP, they are pretty much even. And King J right now should be heading towards that MOM or something that gives him attack speed. And they could pretty much be ready to fight any fight. Although they have BKB now, I don't see why they're not fighting, or maybe they just want Roshan. Oh, Banana having the gem as well as that mechanism up. He's gonna be so much trouble if he dies. But anyway, there's no Invis hero to reveal right now on TongFu, so they're probably getting the gem just to reward. Just to reward every ward that they ward. So see that? The wards are going down one by one, and sooner or later Risingstars are gonna lose their map control
Radiant's
over the map
top
if
tower
all
is
the
under
towers
attack.
go down. And they stuck another one here. And they're going in for Roshan. I just noticed they're going for Roshan. They're gonna check the tier 1 tower for Roshan, and well, Risingstars are, I'm not sure if they are aware of this, but maybe they just want to trade 2 towers for that. But meanwhile, the Roshan is gonna go down straight away, and Hao is gonna claim it. Either Hao or the Sven is gonna claim it straight away, and they should probably start TPing back to defend this tier 2 tower. They cannot give up any more towers. Well, Clockwork looking to hook up. No, he's just gonna cock his way out. So he's not gonna go in with that. Wow, Banana.
Regeneration!
Oh, pipe. Well, Clockwork has the pipe now, so he's gonna be really tanky. King J, meanwhile, still farming up $500 in his pocket. Well, I'm really interested to see what items that they're gonna pick up, and Scarab Mage picks up power shreds. This is rare. Usually we see Scarab Mage picking up arcane boots, definitely, because they need something to support their mana. But Alchemist is farming out really well now. He has 160 last hits near there, and he is catching up on the Gyrocopter, and he has overtaken Savan, although Savan actually won the fight, won the lane just now. And they're gathering as 4 now, and they're gonna start split pushing maybe. Clockwork going up on the top, Clockwork, what am I saying? Gyrocopter going up on the top lane, and as well for the bottom lane, TongFu is, or the rest of the team is still here. Or they're just gonna rotate to the mid lane as well, or they're just gonna go up to the top lane. They are farming. They want farm. So, Shadow Demon on the way to his 4 staff. Wow, he goes on. This is how he's gonna be so formidable in the fights because of that Eagle Song as well as that MKB. He's gonna deal so much damage to the opponent's supports that they aren't able to stay in fight for long. Wiz would probably die right off the bat if a very nice call comes out, and a very nice stun from RK or the Gyrocopter, or from the Cordom himself. He's gonna probably claim a lot of lives for this. And meanwhile, the tier 2 towers on the dire side are already gone. So what remains is the tier 2 tower and the Rex. So right now the team fight is really getting really important, because if TongFu wins the team fight, and that will probably be it. And there's the hook coming in. He's gonna catch the Alchemist. Alchemist turns on his BKB, but how is there? He turns on his BKB as well. He's gonna fight one-on-one, but too bad Gyrocopter gets the kill on it. Alchemist doesn't pull off enough damage for it, and King J turns out that God Strength. Tries to cut down the tower, chopping the tower down. Alchemist buys back, but he doesn't have his ultimate though. He's not able to get that tankiness, that DPS that's going to be coming out of him. And Magnus looking to RP, but he's unable to find any suitable position for that. Garamage, the rocket flies in though, and the tower is going to take a lot of damage. RP on 2 people, and there, miscommunication right there. He skewers back. How he doesn't have his BKB, he's going to get caught out. He's taking a lot of damage. The cooldown is there, but well, King J, he's cutting down, he's chopping them down slowly but surely, one by one. They're gonna get chopped down. And there's the Aegis is turned on. How he lives. How lives through the fight, and they're just gonna abandon the plan. They're just gonna back off. Or are they? They could keep going, but without the distract. And because of the fact that majority of the opponent doesn't have this ultimate anymore, they should probably start going for this. Because Clockwork has its hook already. And meanwhile, King J 45 minutes, and as for How 10 minutes. It's just gonna wait for How's BKB maybe, or whatever's in the occur to fly over, and Butterfly, and that's it. So How's Butterfly. So Gyrocopter, grab that Butterfly and start moving. Yep, he grabs the Butterfly, and they're going in. So one more team fight. If this fight goes well in the way of Risingstars, is definitely gonna go down. There's so much damage coming out from Gyrocopter. 139 plus 166 is so much damage. And he turns on the pipe, turns on the Warcry, and they're just gonna go in for this. They're just gonna start, Comes in, and the God Strength being turned on again. They have BKB once more. They're gonna look to fight. This Rex is definitely gonna go down. Air turns on the BKB. He's gonna try and fight for this, but the Purge is there. He's unable to move. He's gonna get kited around. And now the stun comes out. The missile is gonna land on the Alchemist as well. King J comes in, and well, the range rack, here goes the range rack. The hook comes in, lands on the Alchemist. The Alchemist is gonna go down. The buyback was wasted. So both double BKB being turned on here from TongFu. They claim the first racks on the mid lane. They could actually keep fighting, but they don't want. They're just gonna back off and stop. They're gonna back off and stop farming again. Jesus, what's wrong with my voice? So How here has that Helm of Dominator flying out, and probably going for a Satanic after this. That's what every Gyrocopter hero goes for. So Queen of Pain. Ultimate or Hex maybe? And Magnus, well, has that BKB, but I wonder if it is gonna be enough. Anyway, there was a miscommunication right here just now because the nice RP landed on both heroes, but Skyro Mage ulted here, but the skewer pushed them back. So it didn't really go in the way of what Risingstars wanted. There's probably some miscommunication there just now. And meanwhile, they're getting up. They're gonna protect the Alchemist. Alchemist has that Demon Age. I wonder what he's going for. Maybe an MKB straight away because Gyrocopter has that butterfly after all. Yeah, but do remember the fact that, well, Clockwork has that hook and they're gonna come in. How is there? And look at the damage coming out. Well, the cock is gonna catch him out of there. He's gonna go down again. The relocate doesn't work, and well, Wisp is alone right now. He's alone. He's gonna come back and die. They're unable to do anything. The Centaur is there for the stun. Just gonna wait for it. Wait for it. And the stun is gonna land on Super. Super goes down. Gyrocopter gets a dominating and a double kill as well. So they're gonna start pushing down the bottom tower now. Without the Alchemist as well as the Wisp, they're in for a lot of trouble. Risingstars is having a lot of trouble now. So it turns on the God Strength, starts killing down the towers. Towers, well, this is horrendous. He's taking a lot of damage. The Rex as well, from the Edict damage, he's taking a lot. So very nice play here from TongFu, grabbing 2 Rexes, and this, I don't see how Risingstars can come back from this without the Alchemist, and they're just going in for the top Rex. They're just gonna go in like this. How are they gonna clash? This is gonna be one final clash, and the towers go down as well. So close to Mega Creeps. 2 Rexes are left, and there's the Hex coming out, the ultimate as well. And King J comes in, he's chopping everything up, and the RP comes in. The skewer is not gonna land though, all the BKBs around, but Nana getting pulled back. His magic damage is not gonna do much, but well, Magnus is gonna go down, and there's the Mystic Flare coming in. Alchemist go down as well. King J left with really low health. Is he gonna get away? No, he's not gonna get away with this. And this is GG. Rising Star lost the fight. They're gonna have Mega Creeps. TongFu wins the game. So the first round of this series goes in the way of TongFu. Guys, keep your ass in the seats because the second game is gonna come real soon. I'm actually having slightly laggy ping, I think, if I'm correct, because we're playing China servers anyway. We're building China servers. Yep, 193. But this is GG. So TongFu claims the first game, and we'll be jumping into the second game in just a bit. Meanwhile, you guys can just grab a cup of water or something, hydrate yourself from the fight, and we'll be jumping in. And this is the end of the game series. First game won by TongFu. Risingstars, the drop didn't really go as well as they planned. The Skyrock Mage support didn't do as well. So the first game is gonna go to TongFu, and we're gonna jump ourselves into the second game in a while. So I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so from what the admins say, we're gonna take a 5 minutes break, so I'm just gonna turn on some music from where my music left off just from where I left off from my music just now, and we're just gonna take a 5 minutes break for a little while. So you guys just wait for a little bit because all the players are in. There won't be any delay once the 5 minutes is up, and I'll inform you guys when the game starts.